Do your standards improve when you get good at daytime cold approach? When you're able to go over to the beautiful girl in the day, apropos of nothing, no apps, no screens, no shots, no bars, no strobe, no dim lights. You can just go in the day, hey, excuse me, and take things from there. Do your standards improve? They improve in ways you can't even imagine. They improve in ways you cannot even comprehend. And this is why I'm such a big advocate of daytime cold approach. Preach the gospel of daytime approach. It levels you up in ways you can't imagine, and your standards rise accordingly. So I'm Joseph, I'm the Wing Bro. I'm here to help with all things cold approach and relationship related. And let's just talk about this for a moment. Your average guy in the current Western dating market, your average guy has whatever minimal options they have on apps. We've already talked about that. They've probably got minimal options in a social circle. If they're over 25, 26, many don't even have social circles. And maybe if they're really proactive, they're really good guys, maybe they're hitting the clubs and bars a little bit as well. So they've got some options there. But that is really minimal. That's minimal. That's less than 1% of the female population. When you actually get good at daytime approach, you now have 100% of the female population. As long as they're out in public, obviously. You're not going to go banging on doors. As long as they're out in public, you've got 100% optionality. 100%. It gives you much more options to get experience. You can gain experience very, very quickly with daytime approach. Both of the approach, close, the date, everything. And then also you're able to, I would say quite clinically, assess the girl. Assess, is she right for you? Should you take this forward? Should you pursue this? And it also just cuts any kind of tolerance you might have for bullshit. It's like when you've got a shit job and you've got nothing better on the horizon, you've got bills to pay, you might put up with some bullshit in that job. But you've got an amazing job, or you've got an amazing business, and you just got literally people banging down your door, you've got orders coming in left, right and centre, you're not going to tolerate any shit from anybody, okay? Because you don't even need the business. You've got so much. And it's the same with daytime cold approach. So right now I'm in the sunny city of Sheffield, and I've been back for a month seeing the family, so where I hail from. And I come out here in the daytime. Quite honestly, I've done a few approaches here and there, but the honest truth is now, these girls are not even close to my league. They're not even close. It sounds arrogant, but it's based on fact. It's actually based on fact. You know, my league now is Santo Domingo, Belgrade. That's my league. That's where I'm operating, and that's where I should be operating as a 39-year-old man in his prime, in the prime of his life. It's interesting. Now, thinking of another guy my age who was single in this city, he might even be pedestalizing girls I can't even be bothered to approach. Can't be bothered. That's why I go across to Manchester. There's much superior selection, much more ascendant environment, more attractive girls, more fashionable. Everything is just better, basically. So I go across there, and then there are good girls there, to be fair. Those girls are the league that I want to be playing in. So your standards raise. This is what cold approach does to you. And it's important to be brutal and accurate with those standards as well. There's no point, there would be no point me coming back to South Yorkshire and thinking, you know, oh, I'm going to meet my wife here, or I need to be flexible and not. No, that's not reality. I've moved on. I've ascended past this level. It's like Bellingham going back to, going back to Birmingham City or something. It's just not going to happen, is it, right? You're not going to go and play for Birmingham City. plays for Real Madrid now. It's a weird world to be in. It's a weird world to be in when you can just show up in a new city, specifically pick cities with extremely hot girls in them, and go out, generate, within a couple of months, generate, you know, goodness knows how many dates, how many numbers. It's just an infinite game. It's an infinite game. So yes, cold approach massively increases your standards. A lot of the guys that get into it as well, once they realize actually what it is, it's just very motivating. The last thing I'll finish on is I actually was doing well before I came to daytime approach. I was just very limited and I was very situational. I was finding clubs, mainly clubs and bars. That was my operation, and ideally my own night as well. So that was where I was operating, but that was situational. A lot of guys who come into daytime approach, I've realized they're actually people who they didn't go down a club route. They're kind of, I'd say, more introverted, or just there's something about their lives that meant they didn't have much of a social life or whatever. Cold approach is like their salvation, which is awesome, but I do think there can be a lack of appreciation for how good cold approach is. If it's all you've ever known, I don't think you appreciate what you've got. I don't think you appreciate what you've got. Yeah, just gonna go and chat up the bronze beauties. Yeah, well, I think you don't appreciate what you've got sometimes if it's all you've ever known. How overpowered the skill set is, how many options you've actually got. I appreciate it massively because I've been down the hundreds and hundreds, probably thousands of late nights, you know, and all that type of thing through the club scene. So the fact I can now do this in the day, I have endless love and endless appreciation for it. So this is Joseph, this is the Wing Bro. I just thought I'd come in with a short video here today.